second about something that's been coming up in the news a lot lately. Concerns over national lands being given away, climate change research being stymied, etc., etc. And I wanted to point out one of the biggest flaws, even if you're just looking at economic gain, the country as a whole, with what's going on. And that is the idea of intrinsic value. So, intrinsic value is all of the value that something has, both what you can quantify economically and what you cannot. For example, there are a lot of medications that we have been able to produce thanks to chemicals found and derived from plants that you didn't know that these plants had these chemicals, these compounds that would be useful in medicine until you discovered it. So an intrinsic value in maintaining biodiversity and conservation and preserving plants is the potential future medications and medical applications of those preserved species that otherwise might be lost if, for example, an entire type of ecosystem shifts or changes. Another example is just enjoyment, the relaxation, the calming that nature brings. There's not, you can sort of quantify the medical value in that, how much it relieves stress, but you can't get a really good estimate of what the value numerically is of that. And also just with the enjoyment, just with being able to look outside and walk outside and take your family and all of that. You can see what somebody might pay for that, but it's not the same thing as the value that it's actually providing to that person. So when you're talking about, we need these forests, these parks to be producing more revenue, so we're going to sell them off for pittance. Or because they're costing a little bit of money, we're going to sell them off for a pittance. That is ignorant, and that is dangerous, and that is also completely unethical, whether you're looking at an ecocentric, which means focus from the point of view that every living organism has value regardless of its usefulness to humans, whether you're looking at it from an ecocentric value or an anthropocentric value, which is looking at everything from the value it gives to humans. It's unethical to sell off land that way. It's completely unethical, because if you are going to give away basically public land for economic gain, then you are depriving the public of a general resource for the benefit of only a select few. Okay? And that's one of the reasons that we have a central government, is because there are public services, public goods that need to be available to everyone, that individuals cannot provide in the same way that a government can. Think of the highway system, think of our park systems, or our forest system, and our national forest lands. So I just wanted to bring this up because it's a hot topic recently, and it's something that I think everybody should be concerned about. And these are also things that are going to affect people's lives. The parklands, they also act as buffers for a lot of things. The more diversity you have, the better managed land is, the less likely you are to have invasive plants, which are much, much more expensive to try to get rid of on the back end than they are to prevent from invading areas on the front end. And maintaining good, healthy ecosystems helps to prevent those invasions a lot of times. And there also is a lot more likelihood of these lands getting developed if they are sold off, obviously. And those prevent their own dangers in terms of, how that's changing the energy that's coming into this land, the energy that's being released, how that's changing water filtration into the ground. So it's going to be affecting water quality, it's going to be affecting air quality, it's going to be affecting climate, it's going to be affecting a whole bunch of things, maybe on a very small scale, but these things build. So we really need to just get on top of protecting these resources, doing what you have to, whether it's calling your representatives, telling them that you want those sort of decisions reversed, whether it's protesting, whatever you can do. Anyway, thank you very much for your time. Have a great day. Bye.